Greetings and welcome to Florence Ballard A3060, home of the Hotpoint 9530A, Miele W562 washing machines and the greatest groups of the 1960s, the Supremes and the Beach Boys. Okay guys, so you are looking at my, well, sort of newly acquired Dyson DC01 De Stijl limited edition upright vacuum cleaner. This is the, well, my knowledge on Dyson vacuum cleaners isn't up to scratch, but from what I know, this is the first of this kind of style. They did the Root Cyclone vacuums, well, the Cyclone technology vacuums that they did. This particular model dates to the 29th of April 1997, so it's literally 19 days younger than me. So it was made, this particular one was, it's a late DC01. They also did this model in, I've seen it in silver and yellow, but the De Stijl models, which is Dutch, I think, for the style, they did the DC01 up to the DC04 in this style, I think, in this colour. You could also get the DC02 in this as well, which I actually had a toy of, as well as the DC01. It's a lot different to my, you can see that it's got the grey cable, so it hasn't, this is its official cable. You can see De Stijl, see limited edition. Some people pronounce it as De Stijl before. If you can see there, I don't know if you can see where it says it. Where is it? There, if you can see above England, 290497. It's got the upholstery tool with it and the, what's that thing called? Forgot the thing, crevice tool. It's a little bit battered and scratched. It came second hand from British Heart Foundation. It's got the famous Dyson brush on it. So this one is obviously red and purple as opposed to just being either red or purple. I quite like the colour on it. And if I show you in a second, in comparison to the DC04, you can see there are quite subtle differences. One of the main things is the, I don't know exactly what that bit's called in the middle. The Cyclone, I don't know what exactly it is. Dyson experts will be able to correct me on that. The DC04 has baffles on it, very much like a washing machine agitator. As well as that, it has a wider base. The DC04 has a wider base. And also the storage for the tools was on the top as opposed to being at the bottom there. You got more of the pipes and whatnot at the back of the DC04 are exposed, whereas in this one I believe the DC01 they're enclosed. Also, of course, that's got a handle, whereas this one doesn't. There's a lot more differences as well. I think mainly the height of them as well was one thing. As well as that, to take off to empty the filter on this, to empty the can, you obviously release that on the DC04. The DC01, it lifts off from the bottom. Instead, it lifts off from the bottom and then you basically take that out. And this can be detached. Or I don't know if mine's broken and it's not meant to do that. And of course the plug changed on this DC04. This is obviously in purple and lime. And that's obviously the style colour. Yeah, I've rearranged my room. If you guys don't know, I've put the spin dryers downstairs. So my bedroom's feeling more normal. I've just got the 4 vacuums there. The VAX 6131T Multi-Vax, Dyson DC01 De Stijl, DC04 Absolute, and my Hoover Junior, which is actually broken. It needs a new motor armature to it. I'm also getting rid of that broken Henry, which doesn't work at all, and well, there's a story about that iron. It basically tripped the electrics in the house, and I got it on video, so that'll go in the end of this year. So yeah, and I also brought that in, the LG Direct Drive demonstration model. Aside from that, there's not much that's changed really. Okay, so I'll take that outside in the passage and the landing, and we'll get vacuuming. Now I was about to switch her on. I'm just going to advise you, it is quite a loud vacuum because I have already tried it out. So I would advise you, if you have very sensitive ears or your earphones, because my camera picks up the quality sound very well, a lot better than the old one did. I would advise you to turn it down now, because as I say, I'm not being held responsible for burst eardrums. Neither will my Dyson. So I push that down. Sometimes I have to give it a bit of a nudge to do it. It gets a bit stuck. It's definitely got a nicer sound than other Dysons. Definitely love that. Definitely love watching it spin. So I thought I'd set up a little bit of like a debris track for it to go over, just to check out the suction, see how it works. So I'll just go over all that. It's all like party stuff and whatnot, really. It was from a like, used to get them from like card shops and whatnot, so I thought, I don't need them anymore. Let's go. Didn't do too bad actually, aside from one just out of view of the camera over this way that got left on the floor, but actually that did pretty damn good. I think that's done pretty good. It's not torn up the carpet like my Medivac did actually here once. It ripped up the carpet with its powerful suction. Great. Well, of course, to make the test fair, you've got to do a hard floors test as well. So, got to do a bit of cleaning in the kitchen because, oh dearie me, what happened here? It's like someone was a little bit careless with the washing powder. Don't worry, we got the Dyson. Seriously, Brian, how could you be so careless? Better clean that up before your mum gets back. Don't worry. So I'll see it's a bit of an issue to push it down. Let's try it. Bad at all. You can probably see some of the, I don't know if you can see it in there. There's a golden star there. There's some of the powder around there. Not bad actually. It's actually quite a good vacuum, especially on hard floor. Very noisy though. You can actually feel it like rattling against the floor. All right. Final test coming up. To make the test even more fairer, we've got to use the brush. This is normally a brush. I would normally also use the credit tool for this. Now, the difference with this, unlike my DC04, the hose is actually not snapped because the hose is actually broken on the DC04. Reviewed from the previous owners. Got to give that a quick twist. This reminds me of the toy I used to have, so you can all watch it going in there. switched on to using a different brush. So I'm going to go ahead with the crevice tool on this one because I think this would be the most suited brush. One thing with this, I noticed the motor takes a lot more time to wind down. Let's give it a go. Not a bad job. There's still a little bit on the floor here and there where the roller brushes didn't actually pick it up. But to be honest, I think... So sorry if you can hear some kids running around outside. I don't know what I think they're knocking on people's doors and running away again. It's a common thing that they do around here. Let's call it knock a dolly or knock down ginger, they score it. Okay. I'm actually quite impressed by that. It's better than the first time I used it. Stay tuned, important update next. Well guys, that wraps up for the video of my new to the collection Dyson DC01 De Stijl Cyclone Technology vacuum cleaner, upright vacuum cleaner actually, from 29th of April 1997. So there's going to be a couple more vacuum videos coming out. There's 2 more vacuums that I want to film. But there's only one of them. There is another one I technically want to film, but unfortunately it's a car vacuum, so I have to wait till I get my first car, which would be actually quite a good thing to do. Haven't yet taken my driving lessons yet, but I'm starting to do my theory one of these next 2 nights. Because if I don't know if many of you know, my mum is actually away in Thailand at the moment with her boyfriend, as I say. Well, he is actually her boyfriend, and he's a good guy. You'll be seeing him when they come back on the 17th. Want to give this, before I give the proper update of this video, what this actual update's about. Next Monday, we're actually going with my mum and her boyfriend called Alan. His name's Alan. We are going to France for 4 days. We're going to Lyon. So we'll be flying with a Ryanair Boeing 737-800 from Stansted Airport. I point to Stansted, I'm pointing in the direction of Stansted. So we're going by Stansted Express, so I'll keep you updated on that. One thing France will be known for is their laundrettes, the laundromats there. They have so many Miele Professionals there, the old and the new models. So get ready for a lot of videos, guys, because it's going to happen when I go there. Now, I want to give the update on something a lot of you guys have been actually asking me about. So back in middle of August, I did a vlog going to Abingdon in Oxfordshire, which involved me going on a Great Western Railway Intercity 125. I didn't particularly tell too many people what the update was about, because there was some, I think, that weren't too sure why I went that way. I didn't publicise much about it, but I went there for an interview with Miele, which is why you saw the Miele Experience Centre there, what that was about. And of course, because it was 1 month later than last year's application, because I basically reapplied, so the manager of the apprenticeship recognised me and whatnot, so I'm itching my nose. I think all that vacuuming's made my nose a bit itchy. So it meant I got my results actually 1 month later than like it would normally have taken. Well, it's actually about 3 weeks it took to get my results back. I got it back. I got my results on the first week of September. I think I got it on the 4th. I was at work and I got a call from, I'm not going to name the person who. Now, none of you guys know what the result is, but the result was, unfortunately, I'm not kidding you on this, I didn't get through. It's a bit of a silly reason. They did not tell me that you had to have... Last year it was because I didn't have enough customer service, so that's why I got my job at Wyvale Garden Centres this year, which was to get customer service and to learn the environment of paid employment. But when I had explained that I'd been doing technical work, like replace the carbon brushes in the Hotpoint 9530 and the solenoid valve, I was told that if I'd been doing more of that, they might have considered me. This time it was 2 applicants out of 6. Last year it was 4 out of 6, so they could have been a bit more looser. I mean, I find that a bit silly, because if it's an apprenticeship, you're learning how to repair. I mean, I'm not exactly going to take apart my Miele and try and fiddle with it and repair it, because, you know, repairing a Miele washing machine to me is like on another level. It's not something I do unless I know what I'm doing. But I'm actually, in a way, guys, I'm glad I didn't get it this year, because I was not aware of this before I applied, so my ears itching. Last year, the apprenticeship sort of, what's it? See, every time I try to use a word now, it goes. There's a word that I'm trying to think of. I don't know, I can't. There is a word that I'm trying to use. I don't know what it's called. But the way that the apprenticeship is going, what word's playing on my mind, I don't know what it is. It's like when you say not rotor, I don't know what it's called. The way something's organised, the way it's been done last year was that it was a 2-year course, but you could get it done in 1 year. So that's what I was hoping to have done, get it done in 1 year, because next year, a lot of people know about this thing that I'm trying to do. I am going to go into working as an engineer, just with a generic company, and just be repairing all kinds of machines, including Miele. But what my thing is for next year is I want to leave the UK, because I want to be moving and immigrating over to America. But I find having an engineering thing will be a trade. Because Mum is probably going to be going to Australia with this guy with her boyfriend Alan. He's actually from Perth, Australia. He's an old family friend. He was actually my mum's first boyfriend when she was about 13 years old. But what I'm sort of thinking is that with Miele this year, it was a 4-year course, but you would be done in 2 years. But like, not done. They wanted to get you out as an engineer on the first, 2 years, but you'd be still training. And I thought, well, that's not going to play very nicely with Miele, because it's like they're going to be spending so much money on me to try and get me to be an engineer, and I'm going to quit within the first year. Now, I could be put on a blacklist and not allowed to work again. My thing would be to go to America and be employed with Miele there. Because where I want to move is actually California. There's a town called Hawthorne there, which is near Redondo Beach. A lot of people know why I want to move to Hawthorne, because it's the hometown of the Beach Boys. And I just love America. I mean, you know, that's what this whole thing of me collecting all the appliances is, getting everything ready to go. So that's why, in a way, I'm kind of strict about, you know, meeting up with people at the moment, because I can't really spend a lot of money. So that's what all, you know, I wanted to update you all on that. So I'm actually, to be honest, I didn't really want to get it this year. I didn't realise, had I known that this was I wish I knew what the word was. I don't know what the word is for it. But like, it's to me it's something that I'm happy to wait for. You know, I mean, so yeah, being an engineer, that's what me driving is about. I can't really apply until I drive, because they all require you to be a driver, really. So once I do that, then I'm set to go. It might not be next year, it might be like March, April 2019 that it happens, but whatever happens, because I need to save up money to go, save money to take all my stuff with me. But do you know what, guys, it'd be a pleasure to bring you all with, you know, bring all of that, of everyone with me and whatnot. So yeah, I just wanted to update on you on that. I'm not upset like I was last year about it. Last year was quite a disappointment, but I figured last year the reason I didn't get Miele was because, well, we all know what happened everyone knows what happened in January, when my Auntie Brenda took ill and she passed away. Miele would not have allowed me 1 month out of that. So in a way, it had to work out that way. But things have followed through nicely afterwards, and yeah, I'm happy to be doing that. So as I said, just wanted to update you all on that, and I'm trying to think what else is coming up. We're doing now. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you might have I don't know if anyone noticed anything when we were in the kitchen about the washing machines. There's some people that know obviously what's happened from an Instagram post. But you'll see it in the next video that I do. This weekend, well, probably tomorrow actually, I'm going to do one video of the Miele with personal power gems, and I want to do a video of it washing with Tide, the one I got from Texas. The Hot Point's going to do a Tide video, and I'm going to be doing one of the requests I was given for the 9530 by Samsung Ad Wash Lover, a single item test, single item of trousers, a pair of trousers. Well, I've got actually some old jeans I can wash that I'm throwing out. One shirt, one pair of boxer shorts, and one pair of socks. Basically like my work uniform without the fleece, sort of thing. So we'll see how that goes. I think you wanted program 5, 40 degrees Celsius, non-colour fast cotton. So I'm looking forward to doing that, seeing how it works. And then I'll do my Muller-Nex vacuum soon. No more irons for the moment until British Art Foundation. So yeah, you can look forward to that, and there might be some train videos, who knows, because there's been quite a lot of that recently. So anyway guys, I'm happy to share all that with you, so now everyone knows what the result was. And before I continue, you may start noticing that my videos are a lot more higher quality when I do the British Art Foundation tests and finds. That's because, does anything look a bit different to you? Yes. Yesterday my iPhone 5 decided to give up. Software issue. I don't know what's happening. So it had already been dropped so many times. It was a refurbished one. I couldn't buy a brand new one because they weren't doing it anymore. So it had its last drop in work. It dropped on the side of a Danish trolley and partially cracked the screen, bent the phone. I don't know if we had a warranty taken out on this phone because I wasn't meant to really be keeping it. So I thought, bugger it. I thought, I haven't spent on myself in a while. Let's just go out and get a brand new iPhone. And what did I do? I bought an iPhone SE 128GB in rose gold. It's a lovely colour, and it does slow-mo recordings, and I'm telling you, it's an amazing phone. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. You know, hopefully more better videos. 4K quality this can do. So we'll see what happens, guys, yeah? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this. I appreciate, you know, everyone supporting me with Miele. As I said, guys, things don't always work out, but they don't work out for a reason. And if I'm happy that it didn't work out, I mean, that's telling you something. But it's because my plan would have made things go wrong. At least I'm still on the good side of Miele. I can apply for them later on, when I'm finally settled in life. And I'll bring in everyone with me to America, of course. But next year I will actually be going to California on a holiday with Alan, with Mum's boyfriend. I'll let you know a bit more about him. He's someone I refer to as like a dad to me, because a lot of people know the story about what happened with my father. I don't call him a father because he wasn't worthy to be that. The man you see, I don't know if you can be able to zoom up on there, up on that shelf there, is my granddad. He's the one that I called my father after a while. So this Alan sort of takes that sort of in place. So if you do hear me calling someone daddy or dad on my videos, it's Alan, yeah. It's just a thing that, you know, he calls me son and whatnot. So you'll hear a very laughing, manly voice, male voice in this house. You know who it is, and you know, hopefully he'll like to be on YouTube. So it'll be good when that happens. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Highly appreciate it, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.